From the
Hey
day
guys,
opened in
this is Al.
1886
I'm back.
until
And look.
September 11th, 2001. And then after that horrific day of 9/11, 2001, it all came to a crashing halt.
You can't.
First, you couldn't go to the island. You couldn't get near. It was
zoom
closed
in.
for years. Security was so high. Then they opened it up again with a whole new set of rules. Now, 80% of the people who go to the
I see
island
the
do not even go
Liberty.
inside at all.
Slash,
Those
slash,
people standing
Statue of
around the
Liberty.
island there, they're not going inside. Why do 80% not go inside now? Because now you need to make a reservation in advance, and the reservations fill up and they fill up fast. If you want to go inside, you have to make a reservation. You can make a reservation online, you can make a reservation on the phone, you can make a reservation in person at the box office in Battery Park, at the southern tip of Manhattan, but you have to make a reservation. And if you're successful at making a reservation while you're here in New York, the highest you're going to get to find with that reservation is to the top of the pedestal.
Isn't that cool?
Yo.
Now there is a way to go to the crown, but most people don't know how to do that till it's way too late. Because you can't wait till you come to New York to make that reservation. In fact, you can't make that
I was
reservation.
banded
That reservation
from
is
going
made
up there.
online.
I was banded from
months
going
and
up
months
there.
ahead of your trip to New York City. And they haven't told me this, but a very strong suspicion that one of the reasons they're
Let's
doing
go
it that
back.
way is it does give them a window of time to do something of a background check on whoever wants to go to the top. We live in a post 9/11 world. This is how we have to live out. It does say online that unless they need your tickets, punching them in your passports, you're going up. They want to know who's going up there. And if you go online today and make a reservation for the top, I checked for ticket availability this morning. The next available tickets appear on August 28th. You know, everything changed on 9/11. If you've never been to New York City before, you will not understand how monumentally different the city is
Chrissy,
pre-9/11
go
and
up there.
post-9/11. Everything changed. Every institution is run differently. Every museum is run differently. Even some neighborhoods have changed what they are. This is the way the statue changed. Before 9/11, it was a no-brainer. You come to New York City, you go to the top of the Statue of Liberty. You could decide 10 minutes before you went over there. It doesn't work like that anymore. Now, not only do you have to plan in advance,
All right,
you
this
have to
guy's
plan
annoying
months
now.
in advance. We're just a different place now. You know, some of the first tourists used to go up to the torch. There's a ladder inside her arm. To get there, it fits 12 people at a time up there. But during World War I, some German spies sabotaged a warehouse on a dock in New Jersey, right behind the statue. They blew it up, and it damaged a lot of the arm, and they stopped letting people go up there then. This was in 1916, a year before we even entered the war, this explosion happened. That is not the original torch, by the way. The original torch would be green copper like the rest of it. When electricity came in, also in 1916, they cut windows in that torch, put lights inside, and a night light would shine out in all directions. When they did a restoration on the statue on its centennial in 1986, they found having cut those holes in the torch all those decades before really deteriorated the metal. Not just in the torch, but all down the inside of the arm. There was terrible water damage. So they took the original torch away, which can still be seen today in the museum that they're just opening right behind the statue. Put up a new put up a new torch, again made of copper, but this time they covered the copper in 24-karat gold. That is real gold up there. Bartoli had envisioned the entire statue being covered in gold, the way that model is up at the Museum of the City of New York, but it took them 6 years to come up with enough money for a pedestal. I don't think they're waiting another 16 years to come up with enough money to cover the whole thing in gold. But you know, part of his wish 100 years after the fact, at least they cover that flame in gold, and it still lights up at night, but now the lights are on the platform around the flame, shining up on the flame, rather than emanating out of the flame itself. By the way, the lowest level of that base, lowest tier of that pedestal is an old fort that was on the island for 80 years, and it's Fort Wood, which stood on Bedloe's Island for 8 decades before they placed the statue inside of it, and then they renamed Bedloe's Island Liberty Island. Now, if you feel bad about not being able to go to the top of the statue on your vacation this week, I wouldn't feel too bad about it. It's not for everybody. Honestly, it's not for everybody. You climb 354 winding steps. They say it's like climbing a 20-story building.
Wow.
They must be living with some very high ceilings, because that's actually usually closer to a 28-story building. It takes a minimum of half an hour to make the climb. If you have any respiratory issues, not the best place to go. Any bad knees, not the best place to go. Any fear of